Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
Television presenters are normally a glossy lot, all smiles and unmistakable vigor. So when some of the biggest names in the business gathered en masse this week for a prestigious industry awards ceremony, it's little wonder that there were whispers of surprise, and even gasps of shock, at the sight of a frail and pallid-looking Eamonn Holmes sitting in a wheelchair. Several attendees told me privately that they had to do a double take to make sure it was Eamonn, as he had deteriorated so dramatically that he was almost unrecognizable. Eamonn, 64, looked a shell of a man, a far cry from his jovial heyday on ITV's morning programs, when he would entertain millions on the GMTV breakfast sofa alongside Fiona Phillips and Anthea Turner. For a once so vital individual, it was a truly sad sight. His changed appearance seemed to extend to his personality, too. Usually a larger-than-life character who revels in chatting to journalists and making general mischief, Eamonn instead was snuck quietly into Mayfair's Grosvenor House Hotel for the Television and Radio Industries Club, TRIC, Awards, where he could be seen at his table nibbling on a filet beef lunch. This was his first public appearance since his television presenter wife Ruth Langsford announced their shock split. While he has experienced physical problems for some time, largely with his back and mobility, some are now worrying that the couple's schism is the final straw for his deteriorating health. Eamonn avoided the red carpet, but did later confess in one candid interview that he was not okay and it is not a good time at all. Even more concerning, he also said he felt like he was on borrowed time. This particular confession is one which will trouble his friends, who have grown increasingly worried for both his physical and mental state since divorce proceedings began last month. Those physical struggles were all too apparent, thanks to the 800-pound wheelchair walker he used to go on stage at the TRIC Awards, which has become a necessity for him in recent months. The truth, I'm told, is that Eamonn's difficulty in walking is now a severe problem. For more than 2 years, he has been seen using walking sticks, but this was the first time he was seen at an official engagement with a wheelchair. It was, I'm told, the only way he felt he would be able to attend the ceremony, where he had been shortlisted for an award for his GB News breakfast show in the Best News Show category. When it was announced that his show had won, guests were then even more shocked to watch Eamonn's struggle to collect his award, firmly relying on his walker, and aided by his co-star Isabel Webster. One friend of Eamonn's emotionally described it to me as a very sad picture. There were flashes of the formerly gregarious Eamonn, who did his best to appear pleased that he had beaten off competition from his former employer's ITV to pick up the gong. But as he addressed the audience, he appeared to take a swipe at his soon-to-be ex-wife Ruth, 64, saying, "I went for an operation a year and a half ago and it went wrong. So I got 2 things in my back that I didn't want, so why not, I will happily accept." This statement was widely interpreted to be both a reference to his spinal operation and to Ruth stabbing him in the back. His GB News friends say he was furious with Ruth for announcing their split so publicly. Clearly, then, Eamonn is very bitter about how his marriage has ended after 14 years, especially as it has so drastically changed his lifestyle. The Mail can reveal that he has left his comfortable £3 million family home in Leafy Weybridge, Surrey, while Ruth remains there. He now lives in an apartment close to the Kingston one-way system some 5 miles away. A flat near a roundabout perhaps wouldn't lift the spirits after a hard day on screen. And it's notable that Eamonn lives there alone. One friend of the star tells me, it's all a rather sorry affair. It was only a few months ago he was living in his lovely family home with Ruth. Yes, they were troubled, but she was caring for him and he had some kind of normality. Now, he is alone in a flat living a pretty solitary existence. His marriage ending after such a long time has been something he has found difficult to accept. Work provides a much-needed routine. He is driven daily to and from the GB News studios in Paddington, West London, by a choff.